I'm Giana Carli, and you're watching the Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian. Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
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 Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian.
Growing Up Italian podcast.
Growing Up Italian.
Woo!
We could talk about oh my god, I don't know. I think it'll come naturally.
So first of all, thank you for bringing pastries.
Oh my god, of course.
You said it was like a
guys.
Sfogliatelle love story or something?
Oh my god, it was a Sfogliatelle love story. I didn't know that I needed to have. I'm standing there and I'm looking and I look like a tourist, but I'm not. I've been here before, right?
You definitely look like a tourist.
Okay, relax. Anyways, my dad's from Brooklyn. I've been coming here every year my whole life, but I've never been to Chicagoans. I got recommended by a friend. Thanks, Cugine. And I go to Chicagoans and I'm looking at the pastries like, oh my god, what do I get? And I see two guys come in, a dad and a son.
Dad?
Would you, dude?
Sorry,
I'm gonna nip that in the ass right now.
I tried to stop myself, but
You got two people here from another part of the country.
I have PTSD right now.
Wait till you hear their immigration policy ideas. We can't use a long
sorry, but
A in here.
Look,
It's like
look.
if you're from New York and sound like us, get the fuck
Your
out
mom
of
or
here.
dad?
Both.
Your mom or dad?
Say,
All right,
you
teams
talk,
are even. Two New Yorkers from Chicago.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm not. We're not doing.
Smigs has never been so excited.
Yeah, my
I
dad.
finally got 2 on 2 here. Jesus Christ.
Pick and roll. Pick and roll.
Anyways, a father and his son Anthony walk in. Clearly they're locals. They go, hey Anthony, how you doing? And I notice it from the back and I'm like, oh, okay, cute. And I'm like still looking at the pastries. Anthony, the kid, who's probably like 30, comes up and touches my like almost like a soft hey. And he goes, get the Sfogliatelles.
But he touched your side?
He touched my side. But
He's supposed to touch the elbow, no?
it was like a this, I don't know,
It's like
That's
what
danger
okay,
zone.
if a guy comes up to you at a bar politely, he's like, "Can I buy you a drink?" Would you say that's where the hand placement would
I
be,
would say
or
that's
can
where-
he?
So
but
during the
day,
Sfogliatelle recommendation
It was
is equivalent to buying a drink?
No, I'm just saying during the day at a bakery, if a guy's not trying to make a pass, but how would you, as
It
a
was
female, how do you feel is appropriate?
I thought it was appropriate because it wasn't aggressive. It was just trying to get your attention. Get the Sfogliatelles. And I never thought I would fall in love in a Brooklyn bakery, but I am now in love. I have to
That's
go
all
back.
it takes, huh?
That's nice.
I know his first name and I know that he lives in Brooklyn. Anthony from Brooklyn.
So we should post a misconnection.
That's
or
a good
something?
move. Right there.
TikTok,
You don't
right?
hear about the hand
This could
behind
be
the
that.
back.
This will be
This
the first
could
clip.
happen.
Were you Anthony at Chirco's recommending
Yeah, what time?
Sfogliatelle?
Let's see.
October 23rd.
October
October
24th.
Is it? Oh, it's 24th?
Could be calling Chircos for the customer list.
You want me to ask the owner who it is?
Shut up.
Pull the
Oh, no,
transaction.
No, now I'm blushing.
Pull the camera back.
Get the receipts.
No,
I need
I'm
a
literally
credit card.
blushing, but Anthony, if you were out there, let me know.
Hey, what an intro to BK.
Imagine this guy's married 3 days.
Why are you recommending Sfogliatelle? You hate him.
He does that to his wife at home.
You always get the rainbow cookies.
cold cuts.
I'm
starving. He don't touch me anymore like she touched him.
I haven't even tried the Sfogliatelles. I feel like I need to.
What else is
All right,
going
well,
on?
on that note, you should.
Yeah, what if I hate them? Then it's not going to work.
It's messy, though. That's messy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing stuff. Nobody really does that. I think of all the guests,
outta
only 2
here.
or 3.
Yeah. No. We have more.
All right.
Out of town people, maybe?
10, 12.
You mean to tell me
Hey, Rock, give me
this
a
Mama
napkin.
Luke has never brought
Nothing.
you...
Ever.
Except headaches.
Yeah, that's all he comes with, I swear.
This is
know.
what happens when you start working for these guys. It's
Yeah,
just-
we get
the
comfortable.
truth goes out the window. Can you give me a napkin, please? So
Oh,
I
sure.
don't have
Yeah, we'll
Lopic
give you a
mopping?
napkin.
My mother and father.
Oh God. Well, by the end of-
Chicago's
we
actually
got a
my
long hour.
second hometown, to be honest.
What does that even mean?
Besides New
Yeah, I've been
York.
there once.
No, besides New York in America, Chicago's my other base.
Why? Why is he? I'm just curious.
Because that's the place I've visited the most.
Why?
How many times?
I mean,
But no, I
walked into that one.
It's a beautiful fucking bean.
All of us, wait, so you never been there?
You wouldn't believe it. They reversed the river. It goes south now. I'm like, I love this
No,
place.
the reason I love Chicago, but we make a lot of jokes, especially with our friend Cousine too. But we just like make jokes like it's a second tier city. But it's great. Like Chicago's always missing one ingredient.
That wasn't even a backhanded compliment. It was just a backhand.
No, like what does that even mean?
No, so what it means is like it's always missing one ingredient. Like an Italian beef, it needs cheese. Gibson's slider needs sauce.
An Italian beef doesn't need cheese. You think you're in Philly now?
Yeah, no, that's where
you're
wrong.
You should say Philly's your second hometown.
But a Philly cheesesteak is better than an Italian beef.
Yeah, how do you not put cheese on a?
He's not putting giardiniera on it.
That's only there. That's only there. I actually went
if
in a rabbit
something
hole
needs
the other
cheese,
day.
in my opinion, it's not that great by itself. If you can make an amazing
That's what every
sandwich
Chicagoan
without
says, though, by the way.
fat and salt,
That's what you guys all say.
that's a high bar.
Nicky's trying to be a philosopher today.
No, I'm saying cheese makes everything better. No shit, you want it with cheese. I'm just saying.
I'm actually the face of Italian beef.
Here we go. Here we go.
There's an Instagram like Italian beef, and this one clip about Italian beef is like the only post they have.
Meanwhile, I
And they
move
got,
here.
like-
He's like, "You eat the casserole, the deep dish stuff,
Well,
over there." Well, you guys should do.
I randomly came across this like
Chicago Get the fuck out of here.
Bro,
We know how small we are compared to you guys.
Hold on.
Give us one sandwich for God's sake. You guys got everything, and they got broccoli rabe. You grow it in the East River, and like we can't have an Italian beef with giardiniera without saying Philly's is better. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
This kid messaged me from Chicago. I'm gonna give him a little plug. It's called Pizza Napoli Chicago.
Okay.
You guys gotta see this fucking video. I lost it, but.
We're back in Pizza Napoli, 636 Lake Street. You want the action? I got the action.
This is the most Chicago.
636 Lake Street.
Yeah.
I got pizza, I got pasta, I got a phone call. Guess what? I'm not taking that. All right, we're gonna get back.
He's like the Walmart Gigi Capri.
He's got bars though.
Yeah.
Why is he Walmart? Why is he Walmart?
This
Gigi
guy,
Capri?
Pizza
Gigi
Napoli.
Capri is like, oh, bacala. Like he fucking pops out the corner. Oh, bacala.
Are we live?
Yeah. I love Gigi Capri, by the way. I never met him, but that's actually
Good
like,
dude. His restaurant does great.
yeah, that's like right now on my short bucket list guest, Gigi Capri. He just seems like dynamite.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
for a suburb Italian place. Like he crushes.
Where
crushes.
are you
So
from in
that's a
Chicago?
suburb Italian place. That's in Roselle,
I feel like
by
we
the
should
way.
plug it now. You mentioned it. It's
Yeah.
called Capri. It's in Burridge.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't it
Right?
Capri by Gigi or something?
Yeah, his
like that?
name's Gigi. I don't know his last name,
I don't know.
but the name of the restaurant's Capri. Phenomenal spot.
What part of Chicago is it in again?
Southwest suburbs.
Burridge?
Burridge.
Burridge, yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Park Ridge. There's a lot of
Northwest.
ridges over there.
There's a lot of ridges and a lot of parks.
A lot of ridges. Yeah, I'm in Park Ridge. But my family's in the restaurant business. Has always been my whole life. And
Are they still in the restaurant business?
Yeah.
What is it called?
So
Since we're plugging in all these places.
So we got how long do we have?
You got a lot of
let's-
places?
Damn.
Well, she moved to LA, so she's got to be.
Whatever you say, he's going to tell you how to make the menu better. Just just be fair warning.
Add cheese.
Well, you
Add
can start with
cheese.
this first one, which is crazy. This is the first non-Italian restaurant we've ever had. It's my mom's restaurant. It's called Dunkley's.
Dunkley's.
It's American. It's in Addison. And
When did this open?
a few years ago.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I do.
Let's ask for my mom. She'll hook it up for you. She's the best.
She'll charge you
A
extra.
lot of Italians in Addison,
A
actually.
lot
Yeah,
of it's a great, like literally everyone who comes in is Italian, but then they order burgers and beer.
Nice, that's good.
Well, see,
There's a
not to
bond.
cut you off, but that's the thing with Italians. I feel, especially me, when I go out, 9 times out of 10, I don't want Italian food.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're having it so much at home, so
Yeah.
it's a nice breath of fresh air going out and not having Italian food.
Of course, and like when you eat at home, you know that mom's gonna cook a better meal than wherever you're gonna go.
We judge everything too when we're out.
Exactly.
Oh, the pasta's a little musciata, you know,
The
like
bar's way too high.
yeah,
That's how
it's
it
like
always
come
is.
on, enjoy the meal while you're out.
Yeah, I completely get
But
it.
you know what it is? To pay like $40
what else you
for a
got?
plate of
What-
pasta is crazy. Keep going though. Yeah.
Okay, so Dunkley's is the main one, but my family had an Italian restaurant called Amici for 38 years.
Amici?
Closed? The
It
one in
closed.
Niles?
The one in
38 years.
Niles
It's
closed.
amazing.
Wow.
I know, God
I was
bless.
asking about Amici.
It closed. It closed. It was a family restaurant. That was the one that like all of my cousins grew up in. Like literally, Giana, 5 years old, would be shoved into a booth for 9 hours a day.
Gee, I'm sorry.
And like,
I didn't know that.
I mean, look, I'm in LA. All my cousins are doing their own things. No one wanted to take it over. And my aunt's 70
That
now.
happens. That happens.
She's
What is it now?
70.
Do
My
you
uncle
know?
passed away. It's going to be a Greek restaurant called Kukla.
We lost one of the good
Kuklamu.
ones.
I know.
We lost one of the good ones. But at 38 years, that's
38 years.
God
it takes a
bless.
successful business to
God
run
bless.
for 38 years.
Yeah.
hard.
No, we've had a ton. My grandparents, when they came over from Italy, didn't speak a word of English. So
What part of Italy did they come from?
Sicily.
Okay.
These are my mom's parents. But they spoke food, right? So they opened up a restaurant, an Italian restaurant, a pizzeria in Chicago called Villadoro. And then my whole family worked there, and then everyone was like, we're going to open our own restaurant. So my uncles have restaurants called Chambers. We had Amici. My mom has Dunkley's now. And then my mom's oldest brother, she's one of 6, he has 3 restaurants in Liverpool. Anyone's out
my
there?
God.
Wow.
I know.
Holy shit.
They're all over
Liverpool's
the
a
place.
part of Chicago? Like,
Are you talking about England,
sorry,
right?
England.
oh,
Yes.
that's what
I was thinking the same thing.
I was like, okay.
I'm gonna just bank that it's England.
Did you know that?
England.
You knew that.
I figured it was in New York.
Liverpool. No. Bro, New York
the
is
street
the
around
New
the
York.
corner.
No.
Yeah.
Such a worldly guy telling us how to
Old
make our
York
food.
is there. This is New York. Like, this is, we rename shit, you know? Like, last night we were hanging out with these Italians and, you know, the kids from Genoa. So I'm like showing our other friend, the Boston guy, like I'm trying to show him where Genoa is in the map.
Yeah.
I look up Genoa and there's a town in New York called Genoa. Like,
I believe it.
this happens all the time.
It's funny. Can I
Upstate,
tell the
I'm
story?
Yeah, like it's so random.
I don't need to tell the whole story. You cut me off and you were like, dude, honestly, before you came here 3 years ago, I didn't know there were
I didn't know
Italians in
either.
Chicago either. And
Nikki's the first.
I've been here
Italian
3
I've-
years,
I've-
and
I've
that's the
found from
first
Chicago.
time that like I really was like, holy shit, like they really, you know.
Okay, let's
They
be
got you. You have it all here. You have it all here.
completely. You have it all here.
The
But also,
behind-
let's be real. I love my New York family, right?
Careful what you say here.
I know. But you guys do live under a rock a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm.
It's not that we-
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
that we-
saying.
it's not
That's
that we
what I'm
live-
saying. But
It's not that we live on the
Under a
rock,
rock's
but
not the
we're,
right way to say
we're in
it.
the most influential city in the world. What do we care
It's
about?
a-
what
no,
you
no,
guys are
it's-
doing?
I
It's a
get
melting
it.
pot.
I get it.
We have
I
everything
get
here.
it. I get it. But even my
Like
cousins,
we only care about Europe. Like
Right.
No, I get it.
You know?
I'm being here 3 years now. I understand, especially when, like, Brooklyn's the same population as Chicago, and they got 4 more boroughs, and you know, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, like, there's
bigger.
Isn't
And
Connecticut
I
30%
meant
Italian?
no self. I meant no.
No, I know you
disrespect.
didn't.
But
I
I'm
didn't-
just
I didn't
saying,
take it that way.
As a New Yorker,
Over the years, I've just
like
realized.
from doing what we do, like we went to New Orleans for the first time, and they have like 5 generations of Sicilians.
Proud Sicilians too.
Proud
Yeah, no,
Sicilians.
New
They're
Orleans-
like,
New Orleans
I'm
snuck up.
1/16 Sicilian.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then like we went, like we went to Rhode Island. We went.
Rhode Island's a lot of Italians.
I went to. I'm trying to think where else.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
yeah.
Boston's Little Italy. Like Italians are everywhere, but
Right.
you know, as a New York Italian, and now I think now with social media, we could see like guys like you that move from one place to another to like really go after something.
Yeah.
But before this work, I didn't know
No,
any
I-
Italians
and
in
I'm
anywhere.
not saying you should.
Right.
Except
It was
what I
just
know, you know?
eye-opening
Yeah.
for like, you know, not. I love it here, obviously, and it's like you guys really do have. I mean, why? What does Chicago have to offer in theory that you guys can't get from Philly to Boston?
Italian
No?
beef.
Italian.
With that, with
beef.
cheese.
Well, I want to ask you, but I don't know if I don't know if you both are knowledgeable in this, but why did Italians go to Illinois?
Oh, I want to know how they got there.
It
Yeah,
was
like-
a big
Because like
population
it's not next to the
too.
ocean. There's
What
only the
work
river.
was there?
Do you want to hear a fun story of how this happens? So my family went to Chicago because my nana is one of 4, and her oldest sister was the first one to come. She went to Chicago because she knew other people there. And that's how it really started
It
with
always
the
starts like
Chicago
that.
Yeah,
population.
100%.
Is you have other friends who went.
Of course.
But people went to Chicago because there was also kind of as you would you'd expect. There was also opportunity, and it was less congested than New York, so maybe you had a better chance of
Finding work.
finding something.
I'm just thinking that trip doesn't sound fun. All right, stop in
No.
New York realistically, and then you got to go
Oh,
from
yeah.
New York to
Train or
Chicago.
something.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a fun story?
Yeah, but they
about
probably
my,
had no choice.
I mean,
so.
look at it this way.
Go formaggio, Italian cheese, the way it's meant to be. These artisan wraps are stuffed with fresh mozz. Fresh mozzarella, the way it's meant to be. Taste the formaggio difference. Available at ShopRite, Key Food, Hannah Ford, Costco, Sam's Club, and Walmart. Get formaggio today. What's up, guys? It's the Growing Up Italian boys. And if you have an ancestor that was born in Italy, you may be eligible for dual citizenship.
Listen, the Italian passport has a 100% success rate in helping people obtain their Italian citizenship, like I have right here, from the very start of the process up until the end with the final application.
You can check for eligibility at theitalianpassport.com/growingupitalian. If you mention us, you might get a little discount.
Well, the highest wave of Italian immigrants to New York was like 1890 or something, right?
1910.
Okay.
Yeah.
My grandfather came here in the 50s. So there's 60 years of like what other areas are there to go besides New York? Like that's a lot of time.
Of course, yeah, you're right.
It's already, how congested is it?
Think about how many Italians left Italy, though. If we
It's crazy.
have so
the journey,
many.
dude. I mean, however they got here, and then to have to think to even go farther west than New York, it's another 1,000 miles, 800 miles.
I want to get back. You were going to say a story.
So my mom's birth story is my nonna was 9 months pregnant and was allowed on a plane when she was 9 months pregnant.
That's crazy.
And had 3 other kids before my mom.
So your mom's the baby.
This is when, no. She's one of 6, so she has 2 after her too.
Okay.
But this was when my grandparents decided to move over to America when she was 9 months pregnant. They had to stop the plane in New York because they did have a flight going to Chicago because my nonna gave birth.
Wow.
Literally 15 minutes after the plane landed in New York.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's crazy, though.
So my mom stayed in New York.
So that's what you mean by you're a New Yorker? Because your mom was here for...
Yeah, she is. This is my second hometown too, Sabino, you know what I mean? I can't.
Jeremy,
Just to lay it out clearly for everybody.
He's already knows. That's a New York connection.
Just saying. I can't. But no, my nonna, my mom stayed in New York, and then my nonna took the 3 other kids
a
to
brief
Chicago.
stay in New York.
So when you say 15 minutes after the plane landed, are we talking about like on the
like
plane in LaGuardia
No,
or like
no.
at...
They made it to the hospital.
Okay.
But it was like ambulance took her immediately.
God,
That's crazy.
Imagine that. Like you don't know if anyone speaks your language.
That's
in the delivery
anybody's
room.
sign that there's never perfect timing. If you gotta do something, just do it.
Yeah.
The fact that she went to Italy, to New York, 9 months pregnant, it's like
But that's like they don't even like question it.
that's not allowed today, obviously. But
I mean, I think people also forget. Like,
Well, is there really
south
a rule
of Italy,
against
the
it? Like
south
they
of
measure
Italy.
your belly? Like, hold on.
I
Because
mean,
I wouldn't get on
I
planes.
guess it's not that it's not allowed, but it's not recommended. Like doctors say,
Today.
after
But now
7 months.
everything's
Today.
a
But
health crisis.
there's women that are 9 months pregnant traveling for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The doctor's like, say in your 3rd trimester you shouldn't be on a plane.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, there's
everybody,
rebels out there.
Yeah,
There's
everybody was left on the
there's
edge.
also the doctor also says take out the belly ring and some don't.
Wait, what?
That's
Do you have
crazy.
an experience with that, Sabino? Would you like to
No
share
comment.
with the
So back to what we were saying. You guys just fucked me up.
All right,
I
Sabino
wonder what the
himself
you brought
has
it
like
up.
a secret belly ring.
I wonder
no one
what the
knows of.
protocol is. Like, does a plane have to make an emergency landing if someone goes into labor on a plane? Or
Look, I wasn't
wonder
there.
why.
Wait, so
I
now
don't
you speak
know.
English.
But
Curious.
I will say, I like had my ancestry.com thing, and I looked up my mom's story because there's like newspapers.com associated with ancestry, and I found every newspaper article that explained what happened, and
Wow.
they said like they had to stop the plane early. She
that's cool.
was immediately
She got
rushed
pressed
to the
and everything.
ambulance.
Wait, so what's
Yeah.
your statistics or what's your numbers?
And ancestry.
Michael's like, "Are you sure?"
Because
you're
I
not
know I
Oh,
have
yeah.
the
Should
sickest-
I show you?
I have the sickest flex of all time.
What's your flex?
Real quick though, before you answer that, how long was your mom here before they actually went to Chicago? Like,
Oh, like days.
3-4
Really?
days.
Yeah. They moved straight to Chicago after.
so yeah, you're what, like 99% Sicilian?
What was
or-
your
Yeah, like
stats?
99.7% Sicilian.
Yeah?
No,
99.7?
I'm not. I'm half Sicilian, half Northern Italian. My dad's from.
That's your genealogy?
Oh yeah,
Just
you're northern,
Sicilian.
too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, me and Rock are like 99%.
Yeah.
They
What's
changed. They
your flex?
updated it.
What's your flex,
Well,
right?
that's what
He's
I'm
99% Southern Italian.
Show the stats. I don't.
Everybody
believe it.
says these guys are growing up Italian. They're fake it. They're 97th generation.
Well, you guys get fake Italian because people they're expecting native and they're getting Italian American.
Yeah.
But where you come from?
That's
is
why.
obviously-
That's why we brought Federico.
Look at that. I hear the camera going off. I thought Lopek was producing this one. No, it's Federico taking pictures.
Hold on.
So,
We had to make sure he's always like,
He's like the fact checker during
Was
a
he the
debate.
Sfogliatelle guy?
Federico.
Federico.
No, mi dispiace.
Okay.
But you're very nice.
Look, 98% Southern Italian. How you doing?
98.
Oh, wow.
I feel so. Let me
take a
ask
look
you
at
something.
that.
Is this all
I'm gonna get
because
that
of
tattooed
the
on me.
of the crap you guys get online, or are you just saying like
No, I did
actually
my-
there's a lot of Italians say they're 100%. They're actually like 90.
No,
and they're
no.
10%.
Bro, it used to be like 86%.
Yeah,
Southern
it
Italian
changed
for me.
recently.
It
But-
changed.
But what's better than
Would
98?
you guys make a phone call? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Made a call.
All right, fuck it. Let's bump him up 12%.
Yeah, listen, you're gonna have to rerun my saliva because
Listen, 98's good. That's
Not
impressive.
bad.
That's
That's
impressive.
pretty impressive. You're like, I got 99.
That's the first time I ever got 98.
What's better than 98? 99.
beautiful. What is that?
I don't want to hear nothing else.
Wait, what?
Let me
What
see.
I don't wanna
changed?
hear
I'm
nothing
still
else.
confused. What changed recently? What?
Well, the app changed, so they must have like updated. But it was like my other percentage was like weird shit. Like
So you were at
bulk and
86 how long ago?
Basically, since I got my new phone, I re-downloaded the app because Rocco said it the other day, like, "Oh, I'm 98%." So I know that we actually matched on like we're on the app. It shows we're first
Yeah,
cousins.
it knows we're first cousins.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So like I re-downloaded the app, and then it went from like 88 to 98 or whatever, just randomly.
So your genealogy line
Just went
increased
up, yeah.
10%
yeah,
out of
because
the blue?
it's all in the app.
Cause
This isn't an ad, by the way, but they
No,
should.
I know, but like, how the fuck does that happen? Like,
they knew, bro. They just knew.
Let's just say Sabino
I think
knows
'cause
the
I love
guy at
no,
Ancestry.
no, I was gonna
right?
say, like, the story.
We need to prove we're
the
Italian.
story went from we were
Honestly,
86. We
honestly-
proved that Rocco and I were first cousins, and then it went to 98. Like, wait,
Honestly,
what?
I feel like what could have happened was they saw us at the White House and they're like, "Fuck it,
Yeah. No, they deserve an extra.
bump them up."
Yeah, that's a phone call to
them up.
Ancestry.
That
with
is,
Yeah.
that is.
You know, we walk in Ancestry.com. Like,
Listen, we're getting ripped in the comments here.
I don't know.
You got to give me an extra 10, 12%.
I don't know what part of Turkey you think I come from, but
Sad.
The only
Listen,
turkey I eat is oven gold.
I got the
right?
papers right here. There's a little gift inside for you. All right.
That's pretty much how it went down.
So what made you like want to make the jump to
nonchalant.
LA?
Great question. First off, my mom had a heart attack when I told her I wanted
Yeah.
to move. That was devastating. She's still mad at me. But I wanted to work in entertainment. So I have a full-time job outside of content creation.
Awesome.
So yeah. And it's fun. I work for a production company. Half of us, we do film and TV and commercials. So yeah.
How long have you been out there?
I've been there 4 years.
And you like
4
it?
years now. I do. I love it. It's hard because my whole family's not there. Like my mom's side's to Chicago, my dad's side's here. So that part sucks. But I've met great people. There's like a lot of Midwesterners out there that have been nice.
You guys
to
are
me.
everywhere, by the way. The Midwesterners are everywhere.
I know. And like
Florida.
yeah,
right?
yeah, we're everywhere. Hello.
How are you?
How you doing? Just gonna squeeze that right.
Well, you guys talk up the coast so much. We're like, all right, we might as well see what's going on. You know,
Oh God.
L.A., New York.
Yeah. Also, I mean, like it's so cliche.
But then you
to
complain
say.
that there's no Italians.
No,
LA.
I'm like one of 3 people who. Yes and no. I will say there's a lot more.
There's more than you
Italians from
Italy.
Italy than Italian Americans out there.
Oh, wow.
And that.
Well, all the
love.
big shots are there. Like Del Piero's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and like
Chiellini, you know, like
yeah, there's a lot of like
the
Italian.
big zips are in LA. So he's all jerked up. They're Juventino
Federico's
fans.
like, I'm in the wrong
They're
city. What am I-
Juventino fans. They're all
Federico
beefed up.
belongs. He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Bravo, Federico.
True.
Wait, you were so you mind if I were you
Yeah,
tell
no,
were you
I was gonna say there's a lot of like Italian governmental organizations
Oh,
out
wow.
there too.
Okay.
So it's like cool to connect with actual Italy in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like it's very different from the culture in New York and Chicago. But
Hey, it's good.
yeah, what were you gonna say?
Well, one thing I do want to talk about is before Chicago, your parents, you definitely have more lineage in New York than you like to speak about. Because I've seen many of your videos, and I've seen your dad have that nice Brooklyn/Staten Island accent. So where does that come from?
So he was born and raised in Bensonhurst. Loves to talk about it. And he moved to Chicago later on for work and met my mom in Chicago. So I was born and raised there, but his whole family's in Staten Island. So growing
Nice.
up, we'd come here for Christmas every year and would spend all the time in Staten Island, and then my dad moved back to Staten Island, and then he moved to Jersey, and now he finally made the final New York move from Jersey to Brooklyn, Florida, aka Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
the
the
American dream.
Yeah,
literally the American dream.
That's
the
the
He's a
American
world
dream.
traveler, basically.
Yeah. But no, so I like to say that, New York is my second hometown.
You really do.
I mean, your mom was born here.
This was my dad.
She's more New York than us.
She's fucking
99%.
spicy, huh?
Oh, hey, don't
She's
doubt
snappy.
our wit, okay? We got Vince Vaughn.
Wait, that's the thing.
Second City Improv, right? Steve Carell.
Okay, that's one thing I actually miss a lot is Second City.
Yeah.
Because I did Second City in Chicago.
What's Second City?
Like
Theater.
comedy club. God,
You
you
do
live
stand-up
under
too?
a rock with Second City.
It's the theater where like Tina Fey met Amy Poehler and
Oh yes.
That did it. Oh, I know now.
That clicked it for me.
that like that's
no,
they're in.
Steve Carell, like everyone from like old
Tina-
days.
I wanna know, did Jay-Z
Steve
performed there?
Started-
Jay Z. Okay, it's not a music production studio. It's like I don't know.
It's like stand up.
A lot of people came out of Second.
Sketch
There's
comedy.
Was
Second
Mario,
City.
did Mario Bosco perform there?
Well, he's from Bensonhurst. Let me tell you something about Bensonhurst. Back in the 70s. All right. There's a Second City theater in Toronto. That's like John Candy, Eugene Levy went through. No one.
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
You ever seen Home Alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was in
Catherine
Chicago.
O'Hara, the mother,
was
she
in
went through
Chicago.
Second City. But this is why you got to come and find out that we don't put cheese on beefs. There's actually, people that
Some
go through
history
there.
behind
Yeah,
it.
There's
Come on.
rules.
that's like
I
all we
can't.
got. So if
I
he didn't
can't.
buying it, I don't know
Yeah,
what
that's
else
like
to really.
we got nothing else to talk about.
They're not digging the beef. What are we gonna do?
If we both want to go into, entertainment, whether it's acting or comedy. So Second City, to anybody listening who wants
like
to
our
be an
comedy
actor
summer.
or likes comedy or maybe likes SNL, like a lot of people went through Second Cities.
Yeah.
And it's whether you like pursue main stage or just I just did the 1-year improv program and I fell in love with it. And that's when I knew I wanted to have a shot at this. But did you do the improv program or did you do acting classes or you can do acting,
No.
stand up? Yeah.
I didn't do any classes there actually. I like weirdly got into acting like by accident. I was literally waiting in line for the bathroom and some guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, are you Rebecca here for the audition?"
No way.
And I was like, I was in the bathroom after watching a show, so I'm like 3 drinks in, like, I was like, no, I'm just waiting in line for the bathroom. But then I was 3 drinks in, so I'm like, if you need someone to cover someone else, I could read some lines.
Did they recommend the Sfogliatelle to you too? Is that a no?
Don't even. I can't with this way.
I'm sorry.
No, literally.
I saw my chance
I didn't
there.
think I'd be coming to Brooklyn and falling in love, so like, I'm still heated on it.
Tony.
Take your time. Take your time. Bring him to
Anthony,
DC.
how you doing?
But okay, so the social media stuff, like you're really, I could tell you become these characters, like the Nono character. So I see the acting where it comes to part in the social media stuff, but what made you want to like do that part of it, of just like, do the characters and stuff?
So after I had never acted in my entire life, and then this thing happened at Second City, I ended up auditioning for that show, and I got the role.
Oh, you were watching a show at Second City?
Yeah.
And then you, okay.
I had a
got it.
full-time
that
job in
makes sense.
Someone
something
came up
totally
to you and lied to
separate
the
in
band.
Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I went in like turnt, and I read the lines and somehow got the role.
That's hysterical.
That's great.
That's a cool story though.
Great, right? And then I was like, shoot.
Rebecca.
I was like, shoot, I love this. So now I have to continue it. So I ended up doing a couple more shows at Second City. And then this was all like 2019. And then I started doing like student films and independent films. And then COVID happened. So everything stopped.
Have we talked about this? Because we were there at the same time.
I know we were.
LA or
like we
Chicago?
had
Second
to,
City.
We had to have, I don't know.
My last show was a week before. So like,
Crispy, crunchy, savory, and sweet. Order what you want on Uber Eats.
Listen, guys, from now till the end of the year, December 31st, on the Uber Eats app, you go to Anthony and Sampanini shop, and you get a nice $25 off.
When you use the code Panini.
You got to use the code Panini.
Terms apply. See app for details.
you gotta bleep out Pandy Wandy.
Yeah, we don't like the P word.
Sorry.
Or the C word.
I guess I'll.
Not your
probably
normal
bleep it out
fancy words,
anyways
by the way.
when I get to do the caption.
Back when bleep was happening.
2019. Yeah, we've talked about
We
this. It's been a
probably
while.
have crossed
It's
paths.
been a while.
Yeah, I know.
Second City. You know?
Didn't you guys do like a podcast together? I think you did cross paths.
No, me and Smigs, we go way back from our Chicago days.
Yeah, we
Arlington
do.
Heights and
Yeah,
Park Ridge. It's
we
like
do.
a 20-minute drive.
My entire dad's family grew up Northwest Side. All went to Park Ridge. They're all teachers. That's it. Park
Nice
Ridge.
Midwest.
So like, what
But
are
anyways, so how did I get to Nonna Nano? Nonna Nano. Because I say Nanu because that's what we called him in Sicilian dialect. But anyways, when I could no longer do things in person, I was like, well, crap, I have to move back in with my mom. I literally moved out of my apartment in Chicago, was living with my mom again. And even though everyone was sick, everyone came to my mom's house. I don't know why. So it was like the place to gather. And so I'm just sitting there and I'm like, God, I loved acting. Like I love doing this and I hate my full-time job. And then I look up and I'm like, everyone here is hilarious. I could make a show out of this. So I started literally taking real life scenarios that happened inside of my family's house and posting them on social media. And people liked it. People resonated. And so I never stopped. That was it.
Yeah, that's a lot of commitment though. Like dressing up as a character every time. But
I had to do it.
We
Like
were
that's
both-
how you get
what
the
else
full
were we
effect.
doing? Dude?
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
we had nothing.
Like-
You remember how mundane, like before?
yeah, no,
There was
you're right. You're right.
nothing
That was a
going
weird
Nothing.
time. That was Zoom podcast days. There's
You know what would actually be like a
Literally.
funny,
There was nothing
funny
going on.
video? Like if you dress up as the nono and just like clean the apple for us. There's nothing like when a grandparent cleans like a fruit for you.
cleans and cuts it.
I could. I
It's
would
like-
happily. I left my knives at home, but
We have. Come on, what do you think? We don't have
all
knives.
right, I wouldn't
We don't
have
have
food,
an
but I'm at
inspector.
home here. It's amazing.
Yeah, last I checked, Sabino knows all the FDA regulations over here.
Well, I am the only food handler in the room.
Coteletta e un B. Okay.
Listen, guys, I hate to say this, but I don't want to be that guy, but I'm the only one in this room with a food inspector license, so...
No, food handler, not food inspector. But okay, so
Literally within like 20 minutes of me being here, look, I don't like to toot my own horn, Giana, but I do want to just say.
Well, you gotta,
I got a
we gotta provide
license.
some context.
that's
though.
like when
outta here,
you ever saw
license.
the meme like the guy showing a girl his Costco card with my food handler license.
At the bar.
We've been giving Rocco shit for not wanting to eat cold cuts after sitting out for a certain amount of time for so long. Although today it took you
And
to
it was
say,
sealed, by the way.
I got a license for this, actually.
Okay, so
Where'd that come from?
For context, Rocco did not want to eat mozzarella and prosciutto that was out for more than an hour. And I told him, like, you can never eat any food again then. Because whenever you're handling food, it's going to sit out for an hour. But the rule is you need to refrigerate it once the temperature drops. You know?
Oh, you're not saying the full story, though.
No, he's not.
not-
Also,
Full
cold
story.
cuts out for an hour
Because
isn't appealing after.
Said cold cuts
No.
out for an hour in the fridge, and you can't take them back out for another hour.
He
and
thinks
then put
they're
it back
like
in the
beer.
fridge.
He thinks you skunk
Yeah.
them, which I don't know.
Which
I've
is
never heard
which
of
is
that.
also like you can't skunk a beer after 1 hour would be like 4
True.
days.
It's all. I don't know. I don't know what's true anymore.
I think I'm on Rocco's side.
Thank you,
I have
thank you.
to say.
You're
I
just
have-
like my op
because-
right now.
No, you
You consider
look,
this Sfogliatelle joke.
look, yeah.
That's why.
I'm stating facts, okay? I want to put a timer on. Anytime you put mozzarella out, it's gonna sweat.
Yeah.
That's just the LA in you talking. It's like, you know, because, you know, LA,
No, we don't have good
LA
mozzarella
food
in
people
LA.
are a little, you know,
but
snobby.
if it goes back in the fridge, are you saying once it's out, that's it?
I mean, I don't want to touch it anymore. Like,
Bro,
even
but
with
if it
meat-
goes
back
even
into the
with meat,
fridge.
the sides curl up a little bit. You
Oh,
want me to eat that later?
Yeah, but that's when you make a little frittata, you know? You make a little prosciutto. That's when you make a little prosciutto egg and mozzarella, you know?
That's how it gets past the health inspector.
And that's how you get a nice diarrhea after.
But that, listen, that would happen. Okay, what she's saying, like, if I slice a bunch of soppressata, right, leave it out for an hour, and I want to
Also,
throw it back
an
in the
hour- an hour's
fridge.
dramatic.
Soppressata, yeah.
And
We're talking about stuff that's sealed.
so good.
I can't.
All right, whatever.
But you're right. The
Anyways,
cold
if
cuts
you guys
too.
need a really trusty food handler, here
We have
he
yet
is.
to set. I've seen you two argue about this more times than I think anything the past month, and we're still fucking arguing.
It's every time.
I'm living and dying under this.
It's every time. I love it.
I'm going to get some thermometers up
We're
here.
gonna be making merch
That's
about
something to do.
nitrous oxide to cool Rocco's meats
Oh
pretty
my
soon.
god! I
We
can't.
should just get a thermometer, and that's another thing. You need a thermometer at every station.
Hey, you're a food inspector. What the fuck am I gonna tell
Nobody's
you?
gonna question it. Yeah, you can say anything at this point.
Listen,
Sounds great.
Oh shit.
Spectacular.
So yeah, what are we gonna have for lunch then?
Jerkos.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
do
lunch
we
is
have?
right here. Churros.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
You said
What did that
Churkos.
sound like?
Churkos.
Churros.
Okay, I don't want to say it then.
So
J.O.
should you try?
J.O.
Should you try Sfogliatelle? See if your love was
Should I
right.
try it? Yeah, I'll probably get it all over my shirt.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
do it.
We should.
What?
We should try Sfogliatelle. See if our
Bro,
love was
that
right.
powder's gonna
Yeah,
go all
just
over
so
the
like
place.
I know if it's gonna work.
Yeah,
with
let's see if Anthony had
you
a
know?
good take. You
Well,
know?
let's. Should we?
Ladies
well.
first. Ladies first.
I just want Giana with a big Sfogliatelle like this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You should just do like a live Sfogliatelle review.
That's a funny.
Get the Sfogliatelle.
Do a little ASMR.
So does every like Chicago person do like the Maniscalco?
Yeah, I know, really.
A little ASMR. Yeah. Wow, that's a nice crunch. Anthony, if you're there.
I need more of the cream.
One more. Can't hurt.
2 bites, everybody knows the rules.
The review is crunch is there, powdered sugar is there, not too much, good amount. I'm getting a little bit of the curd on the inside. I mean, I gotta say, if I see Anthony again on the street, say hi to me. Yeah.
No, the second time you gotta say
get
hi.
No, he's not coming.
We gotta
back
find
to
this
me.
guy. Tell Cooge.
God.
He'll pull weight. Cooge will
I'm
pull
gonna call
weight.
the owner and ask him.
That's funny,
Yeah,
man.
Cooge.
We gotta ask Cooge?
Yeah.
How old
What
was?
we gonna
How
ask
old do you
him?
think he was?
Were you?
Giana? Like age range on this guy.
I don't know, honestly. I mean, like he had like a nice man's beard. He was tall, good gold chain, my favorite. I only date guys with gold chains. So he passed the criteria.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. I mean,
No
Look,
brokies.
I don't know. I don't know
like
these days because,
30 to
I'm-
40 over
No,
50.
no.
Oh, okay.
I would like to say between 28 and 35.
All right.
That's right up your alley.
At least that's what I'm hoping for. Oh my God, watch him be like 17,
I got a window. I got a window.
18 years old.
29 to 34.
Yeah.
Demographic. All right.
Wait, so
Yeah.
that's for you though. They don't got that in.
No, that was delicious.
they
That
don't
was
got
so
that
good.
in Chicago, do they?
Yeah, they have it in Chicago. They don't
Not in
have
LA.
it in LA.
Not in LA.
But we actually put cheese on those.
You guys have.
Yeah, they make their cheese Danish like that.
Wait, you guys have Italian pastries out there?
Dude, God,
Rocco's
wake
never been.
up.
Rocco's
Go to
never been.
Chicago.
I'm serious. I never been.
Go with Smigs. He'll show you around. God, I can't talk to
Well,
them.
no, I don't know. You guys have
Frederico.
casserole for pizza.
O
So I was
conosci
very
la
confused.
città in Sicilia? Si chiama Chicago. Lo conosci?
And he's supposed to.
We'll be right back on the.
I'm dying.
That's
Listen, I
tough.
know you're
Wait,
from New
you're
York.
from Sicily? Di dove sei in Sicilia? Catania,
Mica, ma lei
bellissimo.
parla anche
Io
italiano.
lavoro
hai
nella
visto?
stessa
Sì.
città che mi
Ah,
È
La
siciliano.
mia mamma è di Sant'Ambrogio, è un piccolo paese vicino a Cefalù.
Cefalo è San
Cefalo è
Ambrogio.
bellissimo.
I
Però
heard
mi
San
piace
Ambrogio.
Catania, mi piace molto Catania, sì, bellissimo là.
Like, you tell Sicilian men about Sicily, they get excited.
He worked where my family lives. San Giovanni
Shut
la
up.
Punta. Yeah.
that-
San Giovanni la Punta. Io
Did you
lavoro, ho lavorato qua.
Did you find that out after the fact, or
Oh,
did
we
you
just
like,
met him today.
He just came off the boat.
Yeah.
He hit Ellis Island. You know?
yeah. They changed his name.
They gave birth.
His
and then
wife
they
just, damn it.
Federico?
His wife
name
just
is now
gave birth.
Fred.
His wife's in
Hey,
labor
Fred.
right now.
Ready.
Hey, Fred,
We're
how
actually
you
on the
doing?
way to
So
Chicago.
people really got mad about like.
It didn't happen in Ellis Island.
Oh, the cop.
Yo,
Oh my gosh.
I hate.
where
I just want to let all our followers know I dislike all of you.
Oh,
I the comments drive me nuts.
People can't enjoy. I mean, people follow you for a lot of reasons. It's not always going to be comedy. You know,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are looking for some tie to what was theirs and what's theirs, and it's like, right?
yeah.
I feel
look at-
torn sometimes.
We look
Like,
at
what should
skits.
we be doing?
We look at skits that we do, at least the ones I'm involved in, mostly through the lens of comedic. If we were
Yeah.
trying to verify authenticity, like
Yeah. It's a different. Different. Would be a different platform. If
you
we were
know,
that route.
so
yeah.
people got to know. Look,
I mean, that's why we're doing. That's why we're doing this, and we're not the head of one of those organizations that are,
Yeah.
you know, get invited to the White House and stuff.
This is all in good fun. You got to take it for what it is.
Yeah, it's hard.
We have the educational content too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm not
like
saying
when
you
it's
guys
time to be serious, we'll be serious. But like you said, with those skits, 10 times out of 10, it's for comedic value.
11 times out of 10.
Of course. And
yeah.
like another thing too, because you know you hear like Italian stereotypes, blah, 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 but like none of us are here to like hurt anyone in the world. Like if anything, I think we can all agree that we like our goal is to bring a smile to people's faces, or at least that's my goal. But
yeah, it's not.
And like I'm proud.
What's your goal?
No, not to cut you off. I mean, I don't know. I just like putting. It's gonna sound so corny, but like, if you could really put out content that somebody out there is gonna enjoy, and you had fun in the process, then it's a win. If you're doing things for money off the rip, I think you'll never be successful.
Yeah. Completely. No, that's like one thing I tell myself too. I'm like, as soon as this feels like a job, I'm gonna stop. Like I do it because like I genuinely enjoy it, and when I can educate people too on the serious topics, I'm like, oh my God, bonus. Like that makes me the happiest person. Right. But the thing is, like, we all are here because we are proud of our culture and where we come from. And that's what we should focus on. Not that like, oh, that one fact that you said was incorrect. That's not the point.
I
Is
think
that
the
we're
problem is
literally
that-
making
that's
this
spot
because
on
it
what
makes
you
us
just
happy.
said.
Everyone's got different definitions of proud. Like that's really what it comes down to. And some people are like, they are told a story and it's part of their family's tradition, and there's zero deviation from that. So therefore, this can't be true, or else my family story isn't true. And it's hard with the internet, with comedy. It's like you got to just do what you want to do.
My goal is just to hang out with Tony P in DC. That's the only reason why I'm doing this shit.
Whose idea was that video? Because seeing you with
Rocco.
Cooch,
Yeah, that was good.
Rocco.
Yo, he's a riot. First of all,
Do you know Tony P before that video?
Yeah.
Like,
So a little funny story.
He's the best, bro.
Yeah, he's
my cousin comes up to me, he's like, that's the reporter guy. So I thought it was like the guy that was, he did the stuff with Fox. So then it's this kid.
He thought it was somebody else.
Yeah,
you ever see the Fox reporter who does like the sketch comedy with the Italians? He did like the Columbus Day stuff. Anyway,
what's his name?
Anyway, I thought it was him, so I was like, I
Oh.
was like, that article is a little rough, And
Yeah.
then Rocco's going, no, it's not him, it's not him. So then, like, we invite him to dinner, and he's just like,
Tony P.
he's amazing.
This is the guy. If anyone
He was
doesn't know,
lightning
he's
in
the
a
DC
bottle.
Bachelor. What it's like
Yes.
waking up
yeah,
at
he's the
26.
best. Bro. His content is my favorite content on the internet. Right now.
I still don't know to this day. You guys probably know now, but like the fact that people, I talk to my buddies about this. You don't know if he's joking or if he's just being as
No, that's him.
he's dead serious.
That's him.
Obviously,
That's him, bro.
But like for a while,
He's as serious as a heart attack
yeah,
at Sunday dinner.
it's great. It's great. As serious as what?
As a heart attack at Sunday dinner.
They don't say that in Chicago, right?
I mean, I just like literally was like,
We don't have
that's
heart
serious.
attacks because we don't put cheese on our sandwich.
Touche.
That was so
You
whack.
guys are throwing me alley-oops, really.
That was
on the
good.
cheese
That was
thing.
good. That was the
but
best thing you said all day.
So you have dinner with him. I was just giving context on the people didn't know what we were talking about. We just
Oh yeah, Tony P.
Tony
Yeah.
P.
If you look on our page,
we'll have
you'll
him on
see
soon.
There's a video that we're like,
doing his thing. Yeah, you're doing his
And-
shtick.
But people didn't
Bro,
understand.
the comments are insane.
People didn't
I just want to read
understand.
like maybe
Wait,
five
that's
of
why
them.
Go ahead.
That's why I asked. I'm like, how watching you do the dance with Big Justice and Haitian.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's dancing 2
We're
weeks
like-
later.
There's-
Or
we're
doing some
complete cringe now. It's
choreographed
amazing.
swimming or synchronized swimming.
So okay, like some of the funny comments are, worst part of this is it's the first take.
Yeah, it was the first take.
Oh, it was so many.
Bro, we don't do rehearsals out here.
I know,
You what I
it's-
mean?
Yeah, we don't have all day.
the fact that people think you do more than
This
one
one
is
was funny. Nice. All the flavors of Italian.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Look, they took the special ed class to Olive Garden.
But it looked like Olive
Oh my
Garden to
God.
people. I don't understand.
It doesn't. If people are like, you're gonna get
Everybody
it
was saying it
anyway.
looked like the back of Olive Garden. I don't know.
the White House?
Some girl commented what my hinge looks like.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was getting roasted.
Tone and Cooge though, like I wish I could hang out with those two every single day of my life.
Yeah, that was a great trip.
That was
bro.
dynamite.
For
I
a
wanna-
day
I wanna
trip,
meet
that was
that kid.
spectacular.
You just went for the day? You didn't
Yeah.
even stay the night?
No, we said
Oh no,
that.
the night.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, a lot of people don't know that 5'4". So it's like when they see that.
No, I felt at home when I walked in. I said,
well, I got somebody
yeah,
who's shorter
fit in
than me
over here. This feels
so,
nice.
Yeah, when they see me, I was getting like ripped to shreds. But thank God I don't have I don't get upset about these things.
We're very excited to announce a long-term partnership with the Soto Gastronomia out from Australia. These guys got a really, really interesting restaurant concept where all their profits go to all these Italian charities.
Soto has a very interesting story. So they're first generation Italian Australians.
They're basically us in Australia.
The Soto was created in their parents' and grandparents' honor so that they can pay their legacy forward. 100% of their proceeds goes to people in need, charities, and the arts.
The Soto will be supporting us this year, so you know the content's going to be even better.
Bro, and who knows? Maybe at some point we're going to have to take a trip down under, huh?
I was always curious how the Italian Australians made food.
It's time we find out.
Yeah, that's what short
That's the
people
thing about
say.
the internet.
Yeah.
You have to be thick-skinned or else, you're not built for it.
Of course.
You know, no?
Huh?
They say, you know what I mean, no?
Sure do.
Wait, so I want to talk about Sicily a little bit. We spoke about it before, obviously. But you are going there all the time, I feel. Why is that?
I love Sicily. That's why. Hey, Catania. But no, I'm really, really fortunate that my family has my grandparents' house in Sicily still. So we go very often.
How often do you go?
Want. This year, I only went once. Just once.
I feel like you went like 5 times for some reason.
I know.
You have content set?
I go and I got content for days. But no, last year I was there 3 times. It was crazy.
You go every year. I mean, how many Italian Americans would just kill to be able to go to?
I'm super fortunate, and
amazing.
like, I think it's also really cool that my mom's side is like very like her first cousins are still in Sicily. So like when we go, we're there with family, and it's family all the time, and they're like the very Italian side of me. But then my dad's side is like a couple generations removed, New York Italian American. So he's like a lot more of the like Italian American culture, whereas my mom's more of like the Italian culture.
Right.
And that's another thing that we should talk about is like those are 2 different things.
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
being from Italy, like Federico is Italian. We're Italian American.
That's what I was just
Ma
literally
lui non
telling
siete
Federico.
italiano, non siete italiano, siete italo-americani.
Se devo dire italo-americano.
No italo-americano, solo americano perché non c'è nulla di italiano dentro voi. That's what we get all the time.
He gets here, he goes, I don't want to be on camera. Okay, if you want, posso sedere in sedie and altro. Okay, like let the guy. We've been talking to him the whole time.
Yeah, but so I actually think people that follow Growing Up Italian expect more
Authentic
You're in
Italian.
Italy. Yeah.
like
Which
that
is-
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you could grow up
know.
Italian anywhere. Like,
Exactly.
people
like,
grow up
that's
Italian
right.
in Chicago.
Which
somehow,
makes so much
you know?
sense. Yeah.
Sometimes, once in a while.
There's not many, but you know.
Oh God, we can't. Yeah, we can't win.
Is this everything you expected it to be or no?
It's everything I expected. And more.
Did we disappoint?
No, it was amazing. What do you mean?
Wait, so
It's been pretty good
Yeah.
conversation.
you also.
I don't know, I'm just curious.
No, like just tell me
was
how am I
like
doing? Like, would
flowing.
you
There's
rate
no-
me like an A, B, C? What do you think?
Like, if I had to rate you?
No, no, no.
health
if I
or
rate
the
you.
co- the
like
I give you
like a health
I give you
inspection
like a B.
rating?
All right, take it easy.
If you guys didn't know, when you go to a deli, there's a section A, B, or C. The A guy doesn't have a hat on, but the B guy will, which is why he's a B.
You guys are so lost with your food stuff. It's
I was
crazy.
gonna say
It's not funny,
there's a
guys.
section. It's a
Listen,
grade, right? Anyway,
we
Then he goes,
forget
look,
it.
I'm bald, so I'd be an A.
I'm gonna have another. We're
No,
gonna
listen,
show you down.
guys, let's not joke about food handling stuff, okay? This
Yeah,
is
no,
a
no,
very
no.
serious matter. I'm certified by the New York City government.
Yes,
for
yes.
that.
We're in good hands.
I think we need to see
Brought
some
to you by the
papers.
Panini Shop.
Wait, what's food pending mean though? The grade pending. That's a bad sign.
So grade pending means that they got something lower than an A, but they're fighting it in court.
Oh, okay.
Like they're, you know.
Yeah.
So it means,
Pulling
but
fingerprints
they're gonna,
off the
but
mortadella.
it's a B or a C.
Okay, gotcha. All right, back to Sicily real quick.
Yeah,
You like planned a trip with a bunch of your followers.
I'm going to do that next year.
That's next. That's
You
coming
guys
up.
wanna yeah,
okay,
I'm
I
so
remember
excited.
seeing that. That sounds crazy. Like to accomplish that, I give you all the credit.
So I really want to do. Okay, so
Crazy in a good way. By
when
the way.
I originally did it, it was a trip for Milan and Venice, and incredible, amazing. And it was with a company that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I was like, I feel like I'm not being faithful to hosting a group of people to Milan and Venice, just because I don't know enough about those areas. Like, being totally transparent, I grew up going to Sicily every year. Like, I feel very close with the Sicilian culture from being a faraway American. But I was like, I feel like I can't do it to these cities. I have to go to Sicily. So next year is going to be to Sicily.
Your hometown?
It's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping that we could stop by at least.
Wait,
for
so
a little cena
how
or
can
something.
people like look into if somebody wants to go to Sicily?
I will be posting about it shortly, so everyone stay tuned on
I
my
got good timing,
Instagram,
though. Come on.
TikTok at Giana Carli.
How many people are like saying, like, online making content saying, like, come to my hometown with me? Like, like have you heard? Where'd you get that idea?
I'm not gonna lie, like that feeling though. I know how you're feeling because
amazing.
When I was there this year, I felt the same way. Like, I need to bring people here. Like, I was talking to people about buying houses. I'm like,
where'd you get that idea? What did you think of that?
So I've been wanting. So like last year, my goal with going to Italy is like I literally brought 2 of my friends and was like, I will pay you guys to film me do a little social media series experiment. So that was like una cosa italiana con Giana. And I traveled to different cities. I went to 8 different cities and I did like fun facts that people don't know about Rome and like totally off the grid. And then I went all around Sicily and people loved it. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want this to end here. Like, people are so interested, and so many people in the comments are like, I wish I could go. I wish I could be there. I want to go with someone like you who like has been there before and who knows the culture, but is an American and speak to me in English. And I was like, shit, I should just.
I feel like a lot of people want that
I should
real
just take these people with me.
Italian experience though. Like, even when I was posting my town, I feel like people are more curious about that because maybe they've been to Rome or Milan or Venice already. Yeah. Now they want to see.
Some people lose ties
parts.
with their family back home, and they miss that small town.
Also, when you go touring Italy, you're gonna do those main spots first, and then what? You know what I mean? So it's like a good opportunity to give somebody else or somebody somewhere else to see.
And the town needs it, to be honest. Too.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
They rely on the tourism.
Who knows what you could do with this? So
good for you.
Many applause to you. That's amazing.
So that's the goal, is to kind of like experience what the locals experience, but like through the eyes of an American. So like, hey guys, I know that you would maybe like this, but it's also really authentic to what my cousins are doing on a daily basis.
Right. I have to ask you though.
Talk to me. You can come, sure. All right.
Well, Chef, I've never been to Scheffler. We'll go to Scheffler. Before you were working for this production company, may I say what your job was full time?
Sure.
You were a PI.
Yeah, but you guys can't.
You were a PI?
Do you have any connections?
You just told
do you have any
everyone
connections with the PI people to look into the followers that you're going to get on a plane with? And are you going to run background checks on these people? Like, do you have any? I know the back of your head.
Behind the camera conversation.
I know the back of your head.
This would be great for our Patreon. Like, guys, for five extra hours.
All right, just the concept of bringing.
You're going to know she's a rat.
You can love your followers, but like, you don't know who you're meeting online. You're going to take them to your hometown. Like, I'm sure you have established.
That's also a great point.
Your bullshit gut is good, but you were a PI, so I have to ask you: are you going to do any?
1,000%. I have to have lawyers involved and like insurance. What if I'm taking a group of people to Italy and someone breaks their leg?
Allergic, or like you have to.
Of course, like there's so many
liability
behind the scenes
for sure.
things that go into it, and it's not easy.
No, it's got to. I mean, it's.
But like, yeah, that's a big thing. Also, like, just from DMs, like, you guys, if you're like DMing like any of your creators, being like, yeah, put the wig on so hot, so sexy. And then you're like, oh, I can't wait to come to the trip with you.
Oh, boy.
That's not going to happen.
No background check needed on that one. Let's be honest.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
I'm probably going to read the
People are
DMs
so
before I
stupid.
It's funny.
accept you.
It's so funny. This conversation's coming up because someone asked me to host a food tour in Williamsburg, and the way they framed it is like, your fans are. I thought it would be like just a group of 50 people that don't know me, and I'll show them around my favorite spots in this neighborhood. But they're like, no, you're gonna sell it to people that are fans of you. I'm like, if someone's a fan of me, they got to be an idiot. Like, if someone is gonna like pay $50 to go eat at places with me,
Yeah.
you gotta be. You can't be. You're not gonna be like a smart like I don't want. And also me, I don't want to hang out.
Look at it, bro.
I don't want to
That's the way
hang
to
out
look
with
at
people
it.
like that.
No.
That's why we're friends, bro. I get it completely.
I totally
that
know
make
what you mean.
sense?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
Like imagine like stop being like
Bro.
yeah. That's like when people DM me like, oh, can I link up with you in person?
It's probably Koosh.
It's gotta be cool,
You
right?
want me to buzz him?
Yeah, bring him in.
Wait,
Actually, don't buzz him. Let him figure. Don't because it might not be him. Because I got a weird missed call before.
it should be open. But
If it's cool, he'll be able to get in.
That's Cooge.
that's
It
definitely.
is.
Let me call him.
Oh, he's in.
But anyways, to go back
Nicky would
around,
buzz-
if
yeah.
you guys ever need any background checks, I know a guy.
Do you want this aired? Or
And the
should
guy
we-
is me.
Should we trim this
You
part?
talked about it.
Trim my hair?
No.
What did you say?
Should we trim your hair right now? No, I said
cut this.
you want
part
to
out.
cut this off the air.
No,
so-
it's fine. I'm like, I can totally talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're doing all that legal stuff. You have to. You obviously.
1,000%. Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility.
No,
but that's an amazing
Yeah.
thing to do for your audience. So.
Also, like, that's just like was such like a good educational experience being a PI. Like for the girls out there who are like, oh my God, I'm going on a first date with a guy. I hope he's nice. Like,
you're the final
I'm gonna
boss.
share my location with you just in
Oh
case
my
something
God.
happens. And I'm like, no, I'll just do like a full background check on this person to make sure you're safe and I know where he lives and I have his phone number and his social security number. So like, you'll be great.
Yeah, you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Have fun.
But one thing you mentioned,
Legit, man. That's legit.
The Chicago girls all could get info. It's mad funny.
No, not all.
You worried now? You sweating over there, pal?
Not all of them.
I'm saying it's so fun.
What other Chicago girls do you know? You didn't even know that they.
Rocco, finish your question.
well, I was gonna say, are you Michael Jordan? Are you Michael Jordan?
I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm Giana Carli.
Oh, you got 6 rings on.
Oh,
What's with all the rings over there?
you for noticing.
You like believe in voodoo or
She
something?
could either
do a
be
little
Michael
ring
Jordan or
tour.
J Lo. It could be one or the other.
Okay. Here's a little ring tour.
Oh wow, we're doing this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're doing this.
Only for 2 that have. Oh, Coach, how you doing? Come on.
Coach, you want to see?
Take some Sfogliatelle.
No wonder why he's.
Are we getting married?
Oh no! Have the Sfogliatelle. They're delicious.
I'll have yours. How are you?
No wonder why the guy's late. He was putting on a Harley Vincenzo's tracksuit.
That's fire.
Yeah, I didn't know we were dressing up for
sweating.
the occasion.
He never has. This is his first time.
The Thursday.
Yeah, sure.
Good luck.
Pull up a
How are
seat.
you?
Business booming.
Yeah.
Imagine, sweetheart.
Have us for it now.
You want to sit here?
Yeah, I will.
No, really, they're good.
Yeah.
Well, too late for
I
that.
just hugged her in front of my camera.
What?
So
We're at
fucking-
an hour. We might as well. On that note, we might as well wrap.
Should we
no?
cut that?
Yeah, it was
No,
good.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
The story
Right
behind
now-
the rings.
Oh, no.
yeah.
Okay, this one is my nonna bought it for my ma in Sicily when she was my age, and she gave it to me. So I'm glad that my finger's fat. It'll never fall off. And this one my mom bought for me this last year in Italy. It's like, now you can give it to your daughter. God bless if you ever
bless.
have one.
That's
Because
the
Giana,
best.
you're,
God bless.
That's the
you're
best.
taking your time finding a man. And then the rest are from the Brentwood Farmers Market in LA.
We got we got a good man right here.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? Now I'm already
Hey,
taken.
she's still on the show, guy. What are you looking
Guys,
at him?
I'm already taken. I got Anthony from
Yeah, we got some PI work to do. Anthony's in trouble now. After finding out.
Useless.
Can you imagine if I actually like get a date from this, you guys?
You might.
Like if he messages me, like you have to come on my date. This is gonna be crazy.
Us?
Yeah.
I'll ruin it.
Great.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, guys, listen. Make sure
Anyways,
to follow.
thank you so much for being on.
Make sure to follow Giana and Nicky on social media.
Absolutely.
Take care. Brush your hair.
Guys, Chicago's a thing.
Senza formaggio, cazzo.
Yo,